Alright guys, I got a special video for you today. It is a look back at the original iPhone, known as iPhone 2G, here on its 10th anniversary. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, here you have it, the original iPhone, otherwise known as the iPhone 2G. Yeah, it was made 10 years ago today, and as you can see, it's seen its better days, obviously, with all the scratches. This phone back in the day didn't get above, well, 2G, which would be known as maybe 1X or GPRS. It only came in 8 and 16 gigabytes. And for those of you that's on a 16 gigabyte device, complaining about space, try being on this on 8 gigabytes as the entry model instead of the 16 gigabytes on the iPhone 6 and 6S, and then the 32 gigabyte on the new iPhone 7. Of course, it had a 3.2 inch screen, the aluminum bezel all around. It had the old, oh gosh, I forget the 32 pin connector. Dual, well, it looks like dual speakers, but it's not. One's the mic, one's the speaker, or vice versa. Headphone jack back then was placed at the top and recessed, so only certain headphones would work with it. Of course, Apple headphones always worked with it, but there was other ones that would have the 3mm jack, 3.5mm jack would be a little bit fatter. Of course, you got your SIM card holder, the power button, volume rocker with the mute switch, which doesn't really work on mine. Of course, nothing on this side. Alrighty. The home button on this is a little iffy. I mean, of course, it is a 10-year device. The old screen. Of course, this is running a jailbroken version of iOS. Well, we call it iOS now, but back then I think it was called iPhone OS 3.1.1, which is why you see the wallpaper on the back. But in the newer dock at the bottom, because it's jailbroken. Of course, there you can see. Of course, I don't believe this phone. No, I stand corrected. This phone does not support any kind of multitasking. Via the jailbreak, you can do folders, but eh. It had a horrible camera. Yeah, just gonna show you how horrible it is. As you can see, there's a malfunction in the connection because of the way the back of the case is. If you can see that gap right there. But yeah, see how slow to respond that is? And those of you millennials that may not know about this phone, it did not record video. It could be a jailbreak tweak, which was horrible for recording videos anyways. See, there we go. Got it to stop. See that horrible quality? And the really slow aperture. And back then, if you weren't unlocked, it only operated on the AT&T network. Yeah, that's the jailbreak multitasking. But anyways, that's an old number. I really don't care if you know it. Yeah, back then it came out exclusively for AT&T or Singular at the time of announcement, but they later became that summer became AT&T. If you were able to get this unlocked, whether you bought it, I don't think it came unlocked, but you could via jailbreak unlock it and it would work on select T-Mobile towers. As at the time they were the only, I think they still are the only GSM carrier, other GSM carrier besides all the MVNOs and all that stuff. So yeah, there you have it. The old iPhone 2G. And just for comparison purposes, I've got an iPhone 6S here, 6S Plus. And yeah. And actually, it even still feels smaller holding an iPhone, say 6, the regular, or the 6S or 7. it still feels just as small. I mean, this phone is smaller than the iPhone 7 Pluses or iPhone 6s Pluses in this case. Its screen. I mean, it literally fits within the dimensions of the screen. So yeah, there you have it. The iPhone 2G compared to the iPhone 6s Plus 10 years later. And this was considered innovative back in 2010, which it was. I mean, all smartphones at the time made by Samsung, Sanyo, and Kyocera all had thousands of buttons on them and ran a Windows mobile operating system. I believe it was called CE. I'm not really sure about that because I wasn't really into it at the time. But yeah. So don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Peace out.